What's up everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another episode of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. My name is Miles Rowe and in today's video we'll be covering an iconic weapon which is the STG assault rifle, a weapon that has been around since the very beginning of this series of Call of Duty, and a weapon that has made its relaunch back in Season 5. Now if you haven't watched already, I have already covered the weapon against the new SMG, so make sure to watch this. It's quite entertaining and I hope you guys will appreciate it. But in today's video we'll be focusing on the best build that I have found so far to run into the zombies game mode, and it's a build that I think it combines mobility, damage, as well as just overall efficiency in the game. So we'll be trying this weapon in the tier 3 area as well as the Dark Aether. So please make sure to stay tuned till the end and see the outcomes. So first things first, let's just jump straight into the tier 3. As you guys can see, we're gonna try to do the Easter egg. One of the things that I always recommend when you want to jump straight into the tier 3 area, make sure to have the Deadshot Daggery perk equipped. This is gonna help you have the better aim assist and of course land those critical shots. So just with the Pack-a-Punch level 2 crystal, the weapon handles itself pretty well, but I think it's just the damage area that needs to be improved. So this is what we're gonna see with the level 3 Pack-a-Punch. But definitely by having the normal magazine or the drum round, this helps with the overall mobility and handling of the weapon. So if you guys haven't tried this already, I would surely recommend to do it, because also when you pair it with the mags of holding, it's basically the same thing. So it just helps you with the overall mobility of the weapon. Right, let's just throw the Pack-a-Punch level 3 crystal. And as you guys can see, it's already a huge improvement. So now the time to kill is drastically improved, and it's just a lot more powerful than it previously was. Okay, so this is all done. Let's just jump and do a bounty real quick. Okay, so we found the bounty, so we're just gonna head off and try to get it. And in the meantime, we have found a few zombies here. So as you guys can see, it definitely handles itself pretty well against hordes of zombies. And I think it's just one of those weapons that feels really steady and, you know, just overall, you know, it gives you the confidence of being able to play in the area with it. So, you know, if you guys have leveled at the STG up already, I would really suggest trying to play with it a bit more. It's definitely the weapon of Season 5, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna keep itself pretty much on the top of the assault rifle list until the end of the game. They have definitely made this weapon a bit special, and I think, you know, if you're an assault rifle fan, you'll probably have a lot of enjoyment playing with this weapon. Also, an interesting thing which I tried with this build was to add the incendiary rounds. I know we haven't necessarily seen the ammo type making a huge difference, but I do feel in this particular build the incendiary rounds had improved the overall the damage of the weapon. So of course, if you pair this with either the Shatter Blast ammo mode or the Napalm Burst ammo mode, it's definitely gonna have a bit of an improvement on the overall damage. And with the incendiary rounds, I think before any of you guys will say that it doesn't really matter anymore, it does have a lingering damage. So once you shot and it's a fairly critical kill, you'll see that eventually the zombie will die because of the damage dealt. So it's definitely working and it's definitely helping. So I would suggest trying and see for yourself. Okay, so nearly there. Right, let's see what we can get for the bounty. Right, so we're near the Disciple. Let's see how it does. I think the Disciple is probably one of the best tests for this weapon. And yeah, as you guys can see, it's dealing quite a bit of damage. And I think it's just the fire rate overall which really helps with the weapon, because it does feel steady, it does feel quite strong, and the overall damage per ratio is pretty good. The fire rate, I wouldn't say it's amazing. It's of course still an assault rifle, so it's not like an SMG to expect that it's very quick, but it definitely deals the damage that you're after, so it is really rewarding when you land those shots. And as I said previously, it's really good for crowd control, so this is definitely, you know, working really well in the setup of the tier 3, and I'm sure that the same setup in the Dark Aether tier. Right, we've got another bounty, another disciple, so let's see how we can do with this one as well. I think it's pretty clear that once you land those shots, the damage is there, so it does make a huge difference when dealing with HVTs. But overall, so the mobility of the weapon is pretty good, and as you guys can see now, I've also put the mags of holding on just to see how the overall weapon gets as max ammo. You won't get a huge amount of ammo with it. It's only 440 rounds, but still it's enough to you know, get away from any sticky situation. And even in this particular case, as you guys can see, I was a bit cornered, but the weapon really made everything a lot easier. So I managed to survive it, and in the end also finish the bounty off. Also, as I said previously, in my opinion, fighting the disciple is probably the ultimate test, and it's definitely the thing that you want to make sure that you can beat, because if in the Dark Aether you get that, you want to be prepared against it. Okay, and just before we will be jumping into the Dark Aether, I thought to try another bounty, and for our luck we had the Mega Abomination, which I do want to see how this does against, especially because if you can land some critical hits from afar, you're probably in a better spot than being close and personal with the Mega Abomination. But first things first, let's get rid of the zombies that come our way. And as you guys can see, this weapon really handles very well hordes of zombies coming your way. And I think, as I said previously, if you can pair it with them dash with aggro and mags of holding, you'll be in a really good spot. And look at that, it does chunk some health bar damage from the Mega Abomination, so it definitely helps. And I think the incendiary rounds, even though we haven't necessarily considered them anymore because they weren't doing any more damage, I think now being, you know, fixed, they do what they're supposed to do, and they do that lingering damage, which helps in the use of a Mangler and a Mega Abomination. So I do think if you pair it, as I said, with the Shatter Blast ammo mode and Napalm Burst ammo mode, you should be absolutely fine. And I think they do definitely do the damage that you're after. Right, okay, so no long left, and we have definitely cleared out the area of potential zombies. So there we go. Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, look guys, so far the weapon is doing really well, and I'm just curious to see how it does in the Dark Aether. So let's just jump straight into the Dark Aether and see. This is also the build, so make sure to have a look at it and try it yourself. Right, so first things first, we've got the bounty. Even though we've got a Juggernaut, I'm gonna try with the STG first and see how well it does. And I think this is the ultimate test. If we can get over the Mega just with our weapon, I think it's a successful test, and I'm sure you guys will agree. But if we can defeat the Mega without the Juggernaut, it's definitely a good sign that the weapon does what it's supposed to do. Okay, so again, Deadshot Dagger really helps. It just locks on those zombies before even seeing them in the fog. So it really helps. But look at the damage, guys. I mean, you know, even the Dark Aether zombies without ease, it really helps you to stay away from any potential threats. So yeah, I really enjoyed the STG so far. Even though it does feel a bit slow than other assault rifles, which, you know, can have conversion kit and why not on them, I still think it's a pretty good option, especially that it's a brand new weapon, and especially that, you know, we can probably see how this weapon will stay at the top of the list for quite some time. Okay, so no long left now. So just one or two lasers and we should be done. But again, I'm just surprised how well he handled himself also against the hordes of zombies, because I think in reality most of the assault rifles are a bit slow, and you know, unless you're playing with an SMG to just completely be able to get out of those sticky situations, assault rifles tend to be a bit slow at, you know, getting you out of those situations. But so far with the STG, I don't feel that, and I think it's a really good reminder that anything can happen in the game, and you know, hopefully in the nearby future we'll be seeing a few other weapons being added and a few other things being changed just after Season 5 Reloaded. Even though we won't have any more content for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, I do hope that there's gonna be some weapon bundles or new weapons being added. Alright, so there we have it, guys. I do hope filled you with a bit more confidence about the weapon, and if you guys haven't tried already, please make sure to try the build I've left on the screen earlier. And I think that's it for today, guys. I hope you have found this video useful, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and if you guys have any other builds in mind that work for the STG, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to try them, and of course leave them there for the community. Thank you so much for watching again. Thanks again, guys, for all the input so far in the community tab, and yeah, see you in the next video soon.